All right. And we're live from the 13.1 Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon. I'm your host, Brian the Botanist. Today we're going to be interviewing runners at the finish line of the Half Marathon, 5K and 10K in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I'm at the finish line of a race with over 3,000 people today. And it's being produced by Wildside Online in split-second timing. And our presenting sponsor is Baptist Health South Florida, who are providing medical services. We will also have Liquid Youth, our title sponsor, bringing their amazing collagen sparkling water over for our participants. Guys, it's insane here. Let me show you how many people are running. Got to turn around the camera here for a second. Downtown Fort Lauderdale. There's our team over there. There's the finish line, guys. Finish line at 13.1 Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon. So we are live. The podcast will be going on for the next 2 to 3 hours. And I'll be switching back and forth. I'm going to get that second camera live in a second so we can have a view of the finish line. But in the meantime, you're going to have me here talking to you from the finish line. So hang tight. I'll be getting some runners in here in a second. Make sure I got my... All right, nice. Bring this back a little bit. How's everyone doing this morning? Coming to you live from sunny Fort Lauderdale. I got to get my sunglasses. Woo! It's warm out here, guys. So, we are live from the Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon. Its official name is Liquid Youth 13.1 Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon, 5K, 10K, and Half Marathon Relay, presented by Baptist Health, South Florida. All right, let me make sure that I have everything right here, and then I'll be telling you guys more about our runners. Let me share that link with myself so I can share this podcast. This is our first official podcast, guys, of the race series that I work for, Wildside Online. So hang tight with us while we sort out some technology on our end here, and I'll be interviewing runners in a second. Okay?
Hey, date arrivals are half marathon or 13.1 event got underway just a couple minutes after 6:15 this morning. The time clock right now is just about 1:04.
Getting some of my friends to jump on.
Welcoming in our yellow big 5Kers. There's a little over 7 minutes a mile right there. Well done.
Let's see who else we can send this to, guys, and we'll get started here.
Yellow and blue 5 and 10K. The red is for our half marathon. I know we've got some relay folks. I think they've got a slightly different color. What's up, Paul? Nice job. Well done. It's not surprised to see you roll through. I bet you were a little surprised too, weren't you? Okay, where is everybody? You know? Good job. Happy finishers.
All right, guys, done sharing the link. I'm going to come back to you now with some updates from the course and from the event. We are about 1 hour into the half marathon. The clock says, let me see here, make sure everything's running good. Get back to my main screen. Okay, yep, we're good. So, guys, I'm here live at the finish line of the Liquid Youth 13.1 Fort Lauderdale in Fort Lauderdale on the beach. So sunny, the sun is rising over the ocean. Second camera going in a second here while I get some guests in here to talk to. But the marathon, it's actually a half marathon, it's halfway done at least. Runners have been out there for about an hour. Our clock says 1 hour and 5 minutes on it. So we should be expecting our first runner in about 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, we'll have our first runners coming in an hour. We don't know yet what the winner will be running today, but in the meantime, double check everything's working good here. and I will get some people to interview so we can get some other people on. Just double check on my channel. Okay. All right, looks like we're good. Let me check the audio. Check, check, check. How are we doing? We're live, I think. How are we doing on the audio? Check, check, check. All right, looks like we're good. Let me check the audio. Check, check, check. All right, guys, we're live. We've got really good audio, it sounds like, really good video. We're live at the finish line of the Liquid Youth 13.1 Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon. 5K, 10K, and relay presented by Baptist Health, South Florida. I'm your podcast host, Brian the Botanist, live from the finish line. Finish line is right over there. I'm going to get my second camera up in a second. You'll be able to see it in the meantime. I'm going to make sure my Instagram friends can see me, my YouTube friends. Give me a second here. Running a podcast center by yourself is not easy. Bringing you a podcast live today from the finish line of the Liquid Youth 13.1 Fort Lauderdale Half Marathon, 5K, 10K, marathon relay, half marathon relay, guys. I'm going to be interviewing people all morning at the finish line. I'll show you the course real quick for Instagram, YouTube. Hang out for a second while I get my second camera up. That's our finish line over there. I'm your DJ, pre-race DJ. I'll do a little post-race DJing, but mainly I'm going to be here today interviewing runners from all over South Florida. So make sure to come back if you can and say hi. Good morning, Abdo. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Are you running this morning? Seeing many of my running friends. Let me see if I can wave down some people to come on the podcast. All right. Whoop. We have a live band here today, guys. And the live band is just getting started behind us. So we're going to have the finish line in front of us, live band behind us.
We welcome you to
All right.
say hello to some
So
of our partners and vendors.
let's see if I can get some other people to.
All of them here. Of course, I want to thank our partners at Liquid Youth. Got our friend Brian the Botanist doing the podcast here.
We're live.
Here, and,
We're live.
he's getting it done.
I think we're. One
Giving
second.
it a run. Taking what's happening out there, bringing it back here.
We're live, dude. Podcast is live. We're only turning on that audio.
No, we're good, man. We
Yeah,
got two PAs right here.
2 PAs billing. Yeah. We got the podcast live, guys, on YouTube and Instagram on my personal page.
We got the band, we got the podcast,
All right.
we got the finish line, we got the relay exchange about a quarter mile up A1A. We got our wonderful vendors here. We want to thank our friends at Liquid.
1 second, guys. I'm going to get that second camera up so you can see the race.
Both presenting and medical partners. I want to thank 7 Now Delivery app. I want to thank Align Chiropractic. I want to thank Dr. Mike for being over there. We got busy. Once we start welcoming